There are 4 amazing steps to designing the life that you absolutely love. There are 4 amazing steps to designing the life of your dream life. Hi, my name is Taffy. I'm a mindset coach. I'm also an entrepreneur. This video is dedicated to helping as many people manifest their dream lives and spread positivity throughout the world. In this video, I'm going to be sharing with you 4 practical steps in which you start to design your own dream life. 4 practical steps where you can start putting them into practice, where you can start applying them into life and start getting results. If you are new to the channel, please subscribe by clicking on the link below, because this is where we share all the knowledge in how we grow, how we manifest, and how we create that dream life, the life that we absolutely love. If you are already subscribed, don't forget to click the like button. It helps the channel. Don't also forget to click on the notification bell, because whenever I release new videos, you'll be notified straight away when I do so. In the last video, I shared with you how you become a manifesting beast by following 4 steps. In this video, I'll be breaking down the first step into a bit more practical way, so you can start applying this and start helping you start getting results. If you didn't watch the last video, I suggest you click on the link. It will be shown there. Watch that video, so at least you can carry on. You can actually gain more value from this video, as it began from the last one. I'm just expanding more on what we have already started. So the first step in being a manifesting beast, the first step to being a manifesting beast, is designing your dream. This is where you start putting the pictures together of what the outcome looks like, what the dream life looks like, what the dream relationship look like, what that dream look like. So there are 4 steps that you need to take in order to come up with that design. 4 steps, simple steps that you need to follow in order to design a dream life that you manifest and that you absolutely be in love with. The first step is finding a quiet place, somewhere where you will not be disturbed, somewhere where you can pay attention to yourself, to your inner self fully, without any distractions. That's the first step. Just finding somewhere nice and quiet where you won't be disturbed. The next step is calming your mind. This is where you just want clarity. You want to get rid of the noise in our mind. Most of the time, the mind is occupied and preoccupied with other things, with the happenings of the days, with things that we need to do, things that we intend to do, things that are not going well. So the second step is calming the mind down. You calm the mind down through breath work, through breathing. And the specific technique in breathing is abdominal breathing. I don't know if you've ever watched young kids, little kids, when they breathe, they don't breathe in the same way that we adults do. They breathe the natural way, the way we are brought into this world breathing, the way it's supposed to be done, which is called abdominal breathing. When they exhale, their abdomen distends, it goes out, it expands. And when they exhale, the abdomen contracts. Whereas for us adults, we are doing the opposite. When we breathe in, we contract our abdomen. When we breathe out, we expand our abdomen. But it is the opposite. You want to, when you inhale, your abdomen is expanding. When you exhale, your abdomen is contracting. That's how you do abdominal breathing. And you want to slow that breathing. You want to slow it right down. You want to slow it right down to control it. As you slow the breathing down, you become more alert to what's happening. Your senses are quickened, are alerted. So you want to slow that breathing down. There is no technique as to how long. Everyone breathes different, whatever is comfortable to you, but you want to slow it right down, slowing the breathing right down. And you want to do it a few times. And as you are taking those deep breaths, make sure also, even though it's slow, you want the breath to be deep as well. And as you are doing that, you will notice that your mind starts calming down. It starts getting at peace. And the noise, it starts getting quieter and quieter. And you also could benefit by doing this breath work with your eyes closed. Something like this. As you keep breathing slowly, deeply, controlled manner, your mind starts calming down. These techniques also help when you're feeling stressed, when you are getting angry, when you are frustrated. It helps when you just want to calm yourself down. It helps. So learning how to breathe deeply, how this abdominal breathing technique, learning it helps in a lot of situations. So it just doesn't help in manifesting, but it helps in other things. When you are just trying to, get clarity, when you are just trying to calm your mind down, it helps a lot. So that's the third one, abdominal breathing, calming your mind down. The second one, Then the third one is now, this is where you want to start putting the pictures together, the pieces together, asking yourself, what would I love? What would I love is the question that you want to answer. What would I love? Because when you ask that question, it won't direct you to something that you wouldn't be pleased with at the end of it. So it's coming from the heart. That's why you would want to ask yourself, what would I love? It could be, what would I love in this situation? What could I love in this circumstance? What would I love in my life? What would I love? Then the fourth step is scripting. This is where now, when you've asked the question, what would I love? You listen to your intuition, to your inner self, and start writing what comes. What would you love? What would you love in your life? And you start writing it down. All of it. No idea is useless. Write everything down. And as you are writing down, also note of how expansive, how exciting, how energetic. Notice your energy when you are writing those down, because that energy will also be an indicator of, is it something that you really love? So as you are scripting, just notice your energy as well. And are the ideas you are writing down, do they bring life to you when you are writing them down? Or they are contractive? When you think about them, they just bring a negative energy. If the ideas are bringing a negative energy, don't write them. You need to scroll them out. Only write those that bring life, that bring vibrance, that bring energy to you, that energize you. Those are the things that you want to write. So that's scripting. However, for a balanced life, for a balanced, successful life, everything has to be balanced. We use 4 quadrants to success, so that our life, as we are manifesting, everything is balanced. You don't want to end up with being successful in relationships, and yet in money and time freedom, you are suffering. In your vacation, you are suffering. In other areas, you are suffering. So you want to have a balance in your manifestation. That's why you end up having people that might have lots of money, that might be wealthy, but they are lacking in other areas. They might be lacking in relationships. They might be lacking in fulfillment. They might be lacking. It's because their manifestation wasn't balanced. So this is the stage. This is the time to also focus on getting things balanced. And you get things balanced using what we call the 4 quadrant of success. And in the 4 quadrants of success, there are 4 elements to it that you need to address, that you need to include in your manifestation. The first element you need to include is health and well-being. That's one element, the first element, that whenever you are deciding the goal, the dream, you need to make sure the goal and the dream includes element of health and well-being. The reason for that is you need to be well, you need to be healthy, you need to have, a well-being to enjoy the success. Otherwise, if you are not healthy, how are you going to enjoy the success? So that's why you need to make sure when you are manifesting, you need the 4 quadrants of success. The first of the quadrant is health and well-being, so you can enjoy the success. As when you are healthy, you enjoy more. When your well-being is balanced, you enjoy more. The second quadrant in success is relationships. So you need to consider relationships as well when you are creating your dream life, when you are creating the vision. You need to include relationships. What do your relationships look like? First, the relationship with yourself. What does it look like? How do you hold yourself? How do you relate to yourself? How do you relate to those around you? It could be your partner, your wife, your spouse, your husband. It could be your children, if you have any. It could be your brothers, your sisters. It could be your friends. What do your relationships look like? So you also need to include relationships in your vision, in your dream, when you are considering, when you are designing that dream life. You need to also consider relationships. The third of the quadrant is vocation. I'll also put career. So vocation just means, what are you doing with your time? What are you doing to empower others? What are you doing in service? What career, what job, what are you doing? So when you are considering your dream life as well, you need to also include vocation, career, what you are doing with your time to be of service to others. Remember, we are trying to balance our success. Otherwise, we might be wealthy in one area but lacking in another. But by considering these quadrants, we are making sure we will manifest a balanced life, success that's balanced, lacking in nothing, as the good book says, lacking nothing, wanting nothing. This is how you come to that. And the fourth one is your time and money freedom. When you are successful, what does your time and money freedom look like? Success means different things to different people. But would you agree that if you have the money that you want to be able to do whatever you want, whenever you want, with whoever you want, without any financial restriction, would you agree that's freeing, that's empowering, that's success? Would you also agree that when you have the time to do the things that you love, to spend time with those that you love, doing the things that you are passionate about, would you also agree that it's success as well? It's a kind of success. But on their own, they don't give the complete picture. The complete picture of success include all four. You are successful, truly successful, when you have all four balanced. So when we are creating that design of the life that you would absolutely love, what does your health and well-being look like? And script that down. What are your relationships looking like? And you also script that down. What are your vacation, career looking like? What are you doing for service to others and to yourself? What does that look like? And what does the time and money freedom look like? That's how you come with the design. So you need to either put these headings down, then for each of them script what each of those elements look like. So just to recap on how practically you design the life that you desire, the life that you dream of, the life of that you are passionate and are in love with. Just to recap, first of all, you need to find a quiet place where you will not be disturbed. Then second, you need to calm the mind through breath work. And the suggested technique in this instance is the abdominal breathing. There are many techniques in breathing, like the box technique. There are many techniques that you can use, but the easy and simple way is abdominal breathing, where when you are inhaling, your abdomen expands out. When you are exhaling, the abdomen contracts. And you do those a few times. And as you are doing that, you are slowing your breath. You are also making the breath a bit deeper and deeper. And as you are focusing on the breath, you realize your mind calming down. When the mind is calmed down, this is the time to start building those pictures. What would you love is the question that you ask yourself. So, to have a balanced manifestation, to have balanced success, you need to address the 4 quadrants of success, which are health and well-being, relationships, vacation, time and money freedom. So when you are asking yourself the question, what would I love? So the question will be, what would I love in my health and well-being? What would I love? What does that look like? Am I healthy? What am I doing? Am I exercising? What am I eating? What is my sleep like? All those things. Do you have peace of mind? What does it look like? Health and well-being. Are you practicing yoga? Are you meditating? Are you praying? What are you doing? That's health and well-being. And what would you love? What would you love? In relationship, again, you ask yourself, what would I love in my relationships? What would I love? Relationship with myself first. What would I love? Do I make time for myself? Do I make time to grow? Do I invest in self-development? What do I do? How do I dress myself? How do I carry myself? What would I love? Then relationship with others, those around me, spouse, children, friends, relatives. What would I love? Also, there is a saying that is, your network is your net worth. Those people that are in my network, what does that look like? What does it look like? What would I love for it to look like? That's relationships. In your vacation, in your career, what are you doing? What does it look like? Who are you helping? How are you helping? Are you the managing director? Are you the owner of a company? Are you the supervisor? Are you the manager? Are you the senior person? Are you the technical advisor? What are you? What does that look like? What would you love? Asking the question, what would I love, will never get you wrong. It will direct and narrow your target. Same for time and money freedom. What would I love? How much time would I love? What would I be doing with that time? Who am I spending that time with? And how am I spending the time with them? The money freedom, how does that look? How much am I earning? Don't say a lot. Don't say a lot. Be specific. Be specific. The chances of success are high, and the speed in manifesting is high when you are specific in all these, answering all these questions specific. How much is that money when it's successful? When you are saying you are successful, how much is that money? Is that per month? Is that per day? Is that per hour? Is that per year? How much is that per week? How much is that money? Give a specific figure. See it. Because when we are designing our lives, this is where we are putting the pictures together. And by using the quadrant, we are making sure everything is balanced. We are leaving no stone unturned. So that when we are successful, everything about us is balanced. We are not failing in one element. We don't have lots of money, but failing in relationships. Take your time when you are designing. This, after all, is the life that you would absolutely love. This, after all, is your dream life. So take your time with this. And again, This will change with time. This will keep growing and growing. Remember, we are from infinity, and within us is that need to keep growing and growing. When you achieve this, you want to achieve more. So it will keep, the vision will keep growing and developing and grow and grow. But flow with it. Flow with it. This is how you design the life you absolutely love. In the next video, I will be sharing the next step in how we become a manifesting beast. I'll be breaking it down just like I've broken down the design phase. If you've learned anything at all from this video, please click on the like button. If you are new to the channel and you haven't yet subscribed, please click on the link below to subscribe to the channel so we can help each other grow and be successful together. Don't forget to click on the notification bell so whenever I release new videos, you are notified straight away. Happy manifesting.